Previously on the Geo Reads, he overcame a speedrun that nearly ruined his sanity.
This is the hunter?
Bearing strange-looking dwarves and necrophiles.
What you got there? The corpse of a beautiful woman in a glass coffin? Yeah, I'll take it off your back for a couple of gold pieces.
Now, witness a speedrun unlike ever before. That frog's hiding something where he almost throws up. During recording. And now for something completely different.
Shimmy, shimmy, go forward, listen to it loud. Light it up, take a puff, pass it to me now, man, to buy me.
This is a story that teaches kids to never be too trusting of strangers, especially when they dress up as your grandma and eat you right after. Now think about how fucked up that is. That's right, folks. It's Little Red Riding Hood. Oh my god, she looks like a meatball. Once upon a time in a countryside, there was a beautiful girl. Her grandma made her a beautiful velvet red hat. She wore it every day, so people called her Little Red Riding Hood. Aw, she's got a rabbit. How cute. Seriously, she looks like a meatball. I don't know about beautiful, but she sure looks, kinda gross. One day, her mother said to Red Riding Hood, "Send these cakes and rice wine? Send these cakes and rice wine to your grandma. She is ill. Come home early." Then, Little Red Riding Hood went out happily. Looks like that lowercase r on the writing is pretty consistent. We've got a good story on our hands, folks. Here's my seal of approval. Oh, my eyes. What am I even looking at here? I'm gonna need some of that rice wine. Need to drink myself silly after this. That frog is hiding something. He knows that all of this isn't gonna end well for all of us, especially me. That butterfly sure is having a little too much fun with that tree. What the hell is up with that flower? Was its stem injected with heroin? She passed through a large forest and came across a cunning wolf. Fuck this wolf. Is that a diaper? He's also wearing some dumb detached sleeves or something. Is that a beret? Is he a French wolf? Come on!
Can you just go and ask the chef to go?
Sacre bleu! That little mademoiselle looks delicious. Don't you two think so?
I think this is gonna be a bad idea.
Go on ahead, Wolfie. Anything to stop you from f***ing my hollow when you get a little too lonely. The wolf pretended to be kind and asked Little Red Riding Hood where she would go. She said,
"I'm going to visit my grandma. She's ill."
The wolf asked where her grandma lived. Little Red Riding Hood also told him, Oh my. What's with the spaghetti hair? What's with all the little boils on her fingers? What's with a tomato-shaped nose? Oh, I remember why. Because she's a meatball, that's why. Pancakes. Also, look at this. Red's picked up the severed head of a bird with a flower in its mouth and used it as a head ornament. How metal! With a face like that, a few edits can certainly make this better. There we go. The wolf wanted to eat her and her grandma, so he went to her grandma's home first. All right, stop it. Stop right there, criminal scum. A couple of questions here. Number 1, does his outfit give him stat bonuses to agility? Number 2, why does Grandma's chimney look like A wilted fleshlight. Number 3. Who leaves an apple out on the windowsill? Do you guys leave apples out on the windowsill? Let me know in the comments below. Number 4. Was Grandma burying something?
Or someone.
Number 5. Why would you leave an apple out on the windowsill? Again, let me know in the comments. Number 6. Is that a bucket of rainwater or Grandma's bedpan? The wolf knocked her grandma's door and used Little Red Riding Hood's voice.
I am Little Red Riding Hood. I'm coming to see you.
Her grandma let the wolf in. If Red looks like a meatball, then her grandma looks like a meatball that was left cooking in the pot for a whole damn week. They actually drew her boobs. The wolf swallowed her grandma. Then he lay on her grandma's bed, waiting for Little Red Riding Hood. This is the perviest wolf I've seen so far in any rendition of the Little Red Riding Hood story.
How tall is the shelf?
After a while, Little Red Riding Hood knocked the door. The wolf asked,
Who is it?
Little Red Riding Hood said,
This is me, Little Red Riding Hood.
clueless. She looks absolutely clueless.
What a donut!
The wolf said.
Come in. The door is open.
He covered his body and long mouth with a quilt. Why is there squash next to a ball of yarn?
So how do you like them apples?
Does Red's granny have a hoarding problem? Little Red Riding Hood curiously asked.
Grandma, why are your ears and eyes so big?
The wolf said.
In order to hear you better and see you clearer.
Red looks like she's accosting a rat here. Look at this. The smaller vermin is even concerned about the rat. Whose picture is that? Kinda creepy, isn't it?
Gotcha, scared you.
That candle's a fire hazard. Get a grip, Grandma. Little Red Riding Hood asked again.
Why are your teeth so sharp?
The wolf said.
So I can eat you.
Then he swallowed her. Well, that was quick. That's right, little mouse. I too would cover my eyes if I saw this piece of shit story. Unfortunately, I can't. The internet needs to see it. The wolf was full. He fell asleep and snored loudly. A hunter passed by. He saw the wolf lying inside the house. He knew what had happened. Wait a minute, I recognize that mustache anywhere. Morshu's the hunter? Also, this drawing looks like as if the artist originally drew a pool of blood, and then the publisher said, nope, we can't have that. This is a kid's story. So, bam! Red's red cloak. It still doesn't help much since the cloak is drawn in the shape of a puddle. Then, the hunter cut off the wolf's belly. The little girl and her grandma came out. They stuffed the wolf's belly with stones. Then Grandma sewed up his belly. This thing actually happened in the real story. The operation was supposed to kill him. What makes it more unsettling is just the fact that these three psychopaths are smiling as they did it.
Just a few more snips.
And whoop! There he goes. What beautiful colors his innards have. The wolf woke up. He went out for water. He fell into a well and drowned. The little girl jumped up happily. Grandma was also cured. Wait, cured from what? Man, just imagine the conversation that happened after this.
He did it, Grandma. He killed the bad doggy for us.
Did you watch him drown, dearie?
He kicked and he thrashed and he cried out for help, but he just couldn't get the sweet release he wanted.
Oh, how fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it, dearie. Can't say so much for the poor thing. May he rot in hell. Oh, he's still alive. Little Red Riding Hood returned home. She guaranteed her mother that she would never trust a stranger so easily. He looks like he's come from a long night of yiffing as opposed to, I don't know, almost drowning because of rocks surgically put in his stomach?
This better not awaken anything in me.
Well, at least Red's mother doesn't look terrible. Congratulations! You've learned how to not trust strangers, you meatball. Hello, ladies and gents. I know this video's been long overdue. I apologize for the wait, but a dad's gotta do what a dad's gotta do. I won't make any promises, but I'll really try to make my schedule more consistent for this series. If you enjoyed this kind of content, hit that like button, subscribe for more, ring that ding-a-ling-ding-dong, and consider supporting me on Patreon. See you whenever.